ice cream really is frozen. How long is it going to take before we get to eat it? Well, I'm guessing about 12 more spoons.
Kim! I found the video camera!
What do you want that for?
I want you to take that speech.
Hey, don't worry, Mom. You're going to do great.
Oh, thank you. I'm so nervous about this library opening. I have never spoken in front of so many people before.
Oh, you have nothing to worry about. And by the way, did we mention that you look awesome?
Why do you have your hands behind your backs?
Just a little change of pace from keeping them in front, you know. Yeah, you ought to try it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let's see them. Both of them. You're so pathetic. Oh, guys. How many times I told you not to break the spoons in the ice cream? What happened to that ice cream scooper that I bought you?
It didn't work right. Dad's been trying to fix it.
Dad did fix it.
Oh, great.
I took the old 35-watt element out of this and replaced it with one out of an electric curling iron.
We don't have time for this. We have to go.
Now you not only melt the ice cream, you can style at the same time. Just flip her on. Yeah. Watch this baby go right through this stuff. Hey, milkshake, anybody?
Cut me in for half, and I won't tell Harry.
I'm not robbing the store. Haven't you heard? I'm part owner.
Yeah, a very small part. You see that corner over there? That's what you own. Eddie, how you doing?
I'm fine, Harry. How are you?
You know, it's great that we feel comfortable enough to joke with each other. Right, Froggy voice?
Right, Al.
Right, Harry.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Tim, how's it going?
Hi, Tim.
Harry, you got one of those small screwdriver sets? Tape's jammed in my camera.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, thanks.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm numb. I just spent 3 of the most boring hours of my life at the library.
3 hours?
You know, I think if you put together all the time I've ever spent in a library, it wouldn't come out to be 3 hours.
God, who would have guessed? Shelley, this big speech at the library, I told her I'd tape it for her.
You taped that?
Yeah.
Great, because Eileen really wanted to see it.
Is she the orthodontist you've been seeing?
That she is. Listen, maybe one night this week, Eileen and I could come and watch Jill's speech. We'll show you the tape of Eileen speaking at the Wisdom Tooth Symposium.
Or I could just put my head in a vice.
Timmy, are those things hard to use?
No, not anymore.
No?
Point and shoot, pretty much. Put her on auto.
Mm-hmm.
So the lens cap is off.
Mm-hmm.
You start shooting. Why does everybody wave at these things? It's perfect. I do birthdays, holidays, all of our vacations. My favorite thing is the oddly misshapen butt cracks. Look at that thing. Zoom in. Yo!
Yeah.
Zoom out. Oh!
Would you turn that thing off?
Be careful with that.
So that library thing is pretty bad, huh?
Well, let's put it this way. Jill's speech was so boring, I had to check my pulse to see if I was still alive.
Harry, he's exaggerating. Jill is a very fine speaker.
Yeah, generally she is, but she started quoting some poetry. It was blanket and pillow time.
Hey, you want to talk sleep? My wife starts going on about her antique button collection. I'm in a coma.
Hey, forget coma. Last night, my wife starts talking about decorating.
Oh, boy.
I was clinically dead for 3 minutes.
Claire!
I'm telling you, I'm not not kidding. There she is yakking about new fabrics for the sunroom. I didn't know what the old fabrics looked like. I didn't even know he had a sunroom.
I tell you what kills me. It was when my wife wants to talk about our relationship.
Like you have one. No, I got it better. My wife's studying psychology right now. Boy, is she boring. She yammers on about these terms. Neurotic, psychotic, halitosis, neurosis, cirrhosis, I don't know, dysfunction, dad function, hair function.
My wife is much more boring.
No one is as boring as my wife.
When my wife talks about psychology, she is the big bopper of boredom. So I got this great strategy, right? This is so cool. I just pretend like I'm listening and fade her out. Just go,
You guys, I'm telling you, maybe it's because I'm new to my relationship, but I like talking to Eileen. It's true. I find everything she says fascinating and illuminating.
Yeah. Well, that's because in your relationship, you are the boring one.
And to quote my favorite poet, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, books, books, books. I had found the secret of a garret room piled high with cases in my father's piled high. Packed large were creeping in and out among the giant fossils. In heats of terror, haste, victorious joy, the first book first, and how I felt it beat under my head. Now under the sun, let me read my books.
You were wonderful.
That's great. I love Elizabeth Barrett Browning. If thou must love me, let it be for love's sake only.
Put a socket in it, Alice.
It was all right. I was so nervous.
Oh, yeah, you were great.
So commanding. You look great in that suit.
Thank you.
I could have seen that tape over and over and over again.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
I'm so glad you taped it so we could see it.
I felt like I was there.
Everybody wave at these things. It's perfect. I do birthdays, holidays.
Wait a minute. Whose butt is this?
My favorite thing is oddly shapen butt crack.
I know whose it is.
Very nice now.
Turn that thing off.
Be careful with that.
So that library thing's pretty bad, huh?
Well, let's just put it this way. Jill's speech this time was so dull, I had to check my pulse, see if I was still alive.
Very fine.
Did you tape this?
I didn't tape. I didn't know it was on. I just put it down.
No, I got it worse than either, guys. Now Jill's studying psychology. Boy, she is so boring the way she yammers on with these useless terms.
Well, this is very illuminating. So boring.
That's not what I said. I said sobering.
Well, we'll just let ourselves out.
No! We gotta see that tape on the wisdom teeth.
We'll leave it with you, okay?
How about coffee? We gotta have coffee! I'll make that cappuccino stuff. I'll make a pie. When's this day the night? Well, I suppose you want to talk about this.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to bore you.
That's all right, go ahead. I mean, I want to hear what you have to say about this.
Well, I've already heard what you have to say.
Oh, come on, I was at a hardware store talking with a bunch of
Is
guys.
this how you really feel about me?
No, it's just what I say about you. It's a hardware store. It's like an inner sanctum for guys. We say whatever we want to say.
Oh, I see. So just because it's a hardware store, you don't have to be accountable for what you say?
Yes, no. You're blowing this all out of proportion. You know how men talk. You and your girlfriends do the same thing.
That is not true. I have never once said anything behind your back that I haven't said to your face.
That just proves I'm more sensitive than you.
Oh, how does it prove that?
Because I have something to say about you. I have the courtesy to take it to a hardware store and say it in front of strangers.
That's insane.
It was a conversation you should have never heard.
It was a conversation that you never should have had.
It was a conversation you shouldn't have seen.
This is a conversation that is over.
Well, that's good, because I'm sick of saying the word conversation.
Does everybody know what time it is? Tool time! That's right, it's rock and roll day on Tool Time with those rockin' tool men, Tim Taylor and Al Borland. Woo!
Twiddle Time. I am Tim, the cool man Taylor. And y'all know my assistant, the king, Albus.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Today we're going to have a rockin' good time because we're going to be building ourselves a rocking chair.
This is the last theme show we're going to do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Rockin'... All right, well, yesterday, if you remember, we bent the wood for the frame of our rocking chair by putting it in this steamer box. The steam made the wood pliable and easy to shape.
Speaking of steam, I want to let off some.
Tim.
Yeah. Why don't women understand that men need a place to be men? To get together with other men and discuss manly things. Right, men? All kinds of men stuff, you know? From V8 engines to smelly feet to what annoys us most about our wives. Hey, you, where do you go to nag about the little lady?
Divorce court.
Moving along. You up there, sir. You, sir. Where were you the last time you were with a group of men letting off steam about women?
Jackson State Penitentiary.
Well, I'm glad we made this little journey out.
All right, well, if you remember, I told you that we've already bent our wood. Now we're ready to make the legs and posts of our chair using the Binford 6100 variable speed wood lathe.
That's right. Now, we first use a rough gouge to take off the square edges. Then I'll use a 1/2 inch round nose to start shaping our piece. Marv, bring the camera and let's take a look at this thing.
There are various types of patterns to shape your legs, or you can do it freehand. It's a very difficult skill to master. You might want to practice on a spare piece of wood.
Right. That's good advice. I'll give you more good advice. Always think safety when working with a spinning lathe. You notice I didn't wear a necktie. We got a lot of letters about this. You want nothing hanging out and no loose clothing. Possibility. Let me finish. Sometimes... If you get too close to a lathe, you can lose an article of clothing. Is it a little chilly in here?
Hey, Wilson?
Heidi ho, neighborette.
Can you do me a favor? Tim is running late, and I have a psychology class. Can you keep an eye on the kids for me again?
Well, that'll be my pleasure, Jill. By the way, how did that Elizabeth Barrett Browning poem I gave you work out?
Not too well with Tim. After he taped my speech, he accidentally taped himself making fun of me at the hardware store.
Hell, I guess I can expect Tim out here pretty soon.
I doubt it. He didn't even think he did anything wrong. Said he was only doing what all guys do when they get together.
Well, Jill, the renowned psychiatrist Irvin D. Yalom postulated that men relieve their isolation by bonding over common fears and experience.
Oh, please. Alan was talking about universality as it applies to formal therapy, not a bunch of guys sitting around dumping on their wives.
Well, that's an excellent point. However, knowing Tim as I do, I'm sure it was just an innocent exchange bearing no real malice. As Freud so humorously pointed out, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
That is such a crock. As Carl Jung says, if people can be educated to see the lowly side of their own natures, then they might also understand their fellow man or woman better.
Well, with all due respect to Carl Jung, I believe it was Bruno Bettelheim
Oh,
who
don't
said...
Bettelheim me. Tim was talking about me behind my back, and you know what Andrea Dworkin says about that.
Oh, actually, I don't.
She says that if women talk about people behind their backs, they call it gossip. But if men do it, it's male bonding.
You know, Jill, ever since you decided to go back to school, you've made things so very, very hard on me.
That your guard? Yeah, how'd you do that? Guess what I have? Rabies? No, this videotape. I heard Mom and Dad arguing about it last night, so then came down and got the tape. Hey, that was pretty sneaky. You know, Mark, if you keep this up, you might actually turn into a person. Thanks, I really want to be a person.
No one is as boring as my wife. Guys, believe me, I got it. When Jill's talking about psychology, she's the big bopper of boredom. And you know why?
Oh, Mom saw this and Dad's still alive? Yeah, well, the night is still young.
Hey, shut that off. You guys shouldn't be watching that.
Why not?
Why? Because it's private adult stuff. You wouldn't understand.
You're making fun of Mom. What's so hard to understand?
I'm not making fun of Mom. I'm making fun of my wife.
Dad, I don't know if you realize this, but they're the same person.
It's a joke. It's a little joke. She knows it. End of story, okay?
Why isn't she talking to you?
You know, you're starting to act a lot like Brad and Randy here.
Thanks.
I'll explain something to you guys. There's a lot of things that can be said in the privacy of a hardware store that cannot be said in public places like your home.
All right, so what you're saying is you can make fun of Mom, but not when she's around.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, then what are you saying?
I'm saying it's disrespectful to say anything about other people when they're not around, especially if the camera is rolling.
Got you, Dad.
Upstairs. Come on.
Good luck, Dad. Bye, Mom. Bye, Mom. Bye, Mom.
Hey.
Jill, I'm really sorry about the stuff on this tape.
You are.
You know how I am. I start getting laughs, I get on a roll, and you know, when I get like that, I don't really think about what I'm saying. To be honest with you, your speech wasn't that bad.
Look, what you said about my speech was humiliating, but what really got to me was the way that you put me down for talking about my psychology classes.
I didn't mean that.
Tim, come on. Do you think I don't notice the way your eyes glaze over every time I try to talk to you about it? I know that you think it's a bunch of gobbledygook, but I love it. You know, I'm working really hard. I'm juggling my whole life around so that I can make this thing happen. And when you demean it, it's just... it hurts me.
So, who's gonna make dinner?
Tim, I need this book.
In a minute. I'm reading something here about my souped-up ego.
That's a super ego. Why are you reading my book?
I want to find out why this is so interesting to you.
Because you want to or because you feel guilty?
According to chapter 2, a little of both.
You read 2 chapters?
Yes. And the chapter on animal sexuality is quite interesting.
You really think so?
Yeah. I'm not saying a few pictures wouldn't help the process.
Well, if you think that's interesting, wait till you get to the chapter on aberrant female sexuality.
Read it. I should start with that chapter first. From now on, I'm reading everything you read.
You don't have to go that far.
Honey, when I go at something, I go full bore. Something else I figured out we might do. Something you like to do? I'm going to take you to see those 3 tenors that you love on PBS? Paparazzi, Manicotti, and Flamingo.
Tim, you just named a photographer, a food, and a hotel.
Like what they do, they sing great.
Well, that would be really nice. Because it's always been my fantasy to be with a man who enjoyed doing the same things I do. You know, like taking me to the opera, the ballet, the theater.
It's my fantasy, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If I could find that man, I wouldn't have to go myself.
What is your real fantasy?
It involves some twins and a yo-yo.
Yeah, I know who the yo-yo is.
Hi.
Jill's wisdom from the hardware store?
No, actually, I went back and looked at the tape. There's a whole second part of the conversation you never even saw. You should take a look at it.
I don't think so. I've seen enough.
No, really. Come over here. Take a look at it. You know, Harry, on second thought, I really did enjoy my wife's speech.
You tipped us 5 minutes later?
Yeah.
You're wearing different clothes.
Downright privilege. Men in hardware stores change frequently.
Tool man, you have shown me the way. Because of you, I now realize how much I love talking to my wife about her needs.
That is realistic dialogue.
Tool man, you are the greatest. You have shown me the love that I have for my wife. Oh, man, your W's look like M's. That's why I said wife.
Your W's do look like M's.
Well, it's good that we got in touch with our true feelings, because I certainly didn't mean to hurt my wife, and I hope that she knows that.
Yeah, she knows that. Tool man, you are the greatest. I am so happy to be your wife.
Look how easy this thing. It's just a bit hot.
Harry, he's exaggerating. Jill is a very fine speaker.